Gentlemen, it's me. It's me.
Could you repeat that?
It's
one more
me.
time? Oh, that makes a lot
Oh,
of
I didn't
sense.
change the thing on the table. Huh? Let me change the thing on the table. Welcome to Edenkites
Good job, Jack.
Call, where the Edenkites
Hey,
call.
hey, Kirby. Hey, Kirby.
Let me change the D&D table text.
B. Caitlin Candon.
Fine.
There we are.
Oh. I don't think you even need the dots, to
Next
be
up,
honest.
Curse the Vile.
No, you're right.
Let me put on some music too.
Censored enough.
Welcome to Edenkites Call.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm afraid of you, kids call.
In today's session, we don't have Lyric, but we have these people. I would like to introduce you to Muna Chica.
Hey,
I would like to introduce you to Caitlin.
Hey there!
I would like to introduce you to Isolde. Isolde.
Hello.
Isolde. I would like to introduce you to
I sold.
Planson.
How's the weather?
And finally, Veska.
Where did my introduction go?
And Veska.
Oh.
Veska. What is happening outside my door? You give me a moment.
Oh god, it's Veska.
Fire coming from your kitchen? No, it's just the northern lights.
No, this is Edenkite's call. I thought you said... I don't know how to fucking do this.
Yeah, give up. It's over.
I give up.
I spent a solid, like,
I
45 seconds.
thought you said you were having Deepwoken Dungeons and Dragons. No, this is Edenkites
yeah.
Call.
Oh, it's
Certified check for specialty.
It's like the same thing.
Genuinely spent 45 seconds trying to get my Coke bottle out of a stupid plastic. Like, it could not rip it apart.
Lol. Anyways,
That's insane.
welcome to Edenkites Call. If you are new here, probably from Azov's gang of goons or
Or my
family,
ad.
this is Deepwoken D&D, and you have jumped in on the second session. You've missed a lot. Good job. Good job.
Just ask
there's
us to like,
lots.
recap what happened.
It's
To
true.
recap last session, the party set
Never
off
mind.
to Village
Okay.
Tychi, where they had some
Alright.
fun shopping and such and whatnot. They were asked to investigate the lake because it was a big trash heap and people thought it was a monster. Turns out it was in fact a monster, but it was a friendly monster.
Slow down.
It was a friendly monster, where the March Dise, the classic Ganymede fellow, has a shop.
No one knows who that is.
No one knows who that is.
No one knows who that is.
We don't know who that is, but he has a shop on the back of the beast.
Can I do a
I
recap?
like how Jack
starting next
talks like
session,
the
please?
audience knows all of the information.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I do a recap starting next session? Because like they don't know what any of that means.
Alright, chat,
You got
I want to
this,
let you
Kirby.
know we lost a viewer.
ChatGPT it.
Jesus Christ.
Jack, can we
Killing you
GPT
on the
this?
spot,
ChatGPT it.
mauling you to death,
What if we just
making
started?
sure that
Yeah.
What if we just start and not give a fuck?
That's a good idea. Anyways,
Sure.
as they sorted out the monster situation, they went back, got some supplies for their troubles, and set off towards their real destination, the City of Flames, Lyono.
Not gonna mention the fucking cult as well. Okay.
Well, maybe
Oh, right,
if you want to
that's
see that kind of
fair.
stuff, you should watch the session. It's like a synopsis, so they can then watch the real shit.
But like that's what ties people in. But something evil happened
How many
while
days
we
in
were
the
there.
journey
No.
are we?
We're probably just setting off now.
Regardless,
The journey
I'm
is
like-
the session. I'd
the party.
say.
Oh, from Pagos to Taichi.
Yeah, you went from Pagos to Tychi, and now you're going to Lyono.
Figures
Yeah, how
sometimes
long
took,
is
like,
that?
10 hours.
10 hours.
I think.
Like the ride there is 10 hours, and you stayed there like the entire day, and you're on your way during the night. It is nightfall.
Oh boy.
The
Okay.
maps do not reflect this, but take my word for it, it is nightfall.
See the thing there that says 3 weeks?
Yes. Yes.
That's how long we're gonna travel.
I cannot believe that we played Jackbox for 10 hours.
I'm gonna start like just drying off the padding in my armor because it's still sopping wet from walking through the lake.
I would like to begin this, though, with Isolde and Caitlin. As Isolde is teaching Caitlin how to drive the caravan.
Oh yeah.
So Caitlin, you gotta take hold of this, and then you gotta make sure you're not
Okay.
too aggressive so the horses don't gallop away. I'm
Don't you
saying
like-
the obvious
don't you
here, but I
want them to
feel
gallop?
like Don't gallop too hard now. You gotta make control the speed. Imagine
Okay.
being in the back, getting rocked all over the place, you know?
Like a medium
Yeah.
pace or so.
At a medium pace.
Caitlin kind of picks up her reins. And actually, she picks it up with one hand as she takes a sip of her iced coffee and then puts it down and picks up her reins.
You know, I always thought you looked like a horse girl. You really fit the image.
I know how to ride, but I don't know how to, like, guide a caravan of them.
Yeah, you know how to write.
Oh.
What the fuck? Can we go
Can we maybe
minute?
get in character?
Was that
huh?
God
Can we do the
speaking,
session without
or-
I'll lock in. I'll lock in. I'll lock in. I promise. I'll lock in.
Sorry, again, Taro?
Was that God speaking?
Don't mind me.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay. It was just my imagination. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You
Okay,
seem like you have
so-
a good handle on this already.
How do I instruct them to turn? Or do they just
Oh.
follow the path?
It's gotta be very gradual, but usually they'll just follow the path. If you need them to make an off-road trip, that'll be a bit harder, but I'll handle it from there.
Okay. Alright. Thanks.
As the instructing
Um.
comes to a close, Veska already described what she was doing. How about Planson?
I believe Planson would be practicing something, or trying to see how comfortable the caravan is for rest, because we've all been awake all day and nights.
Huh.
But no, he's probably practicing, like, continuing from last session, where he was practicing, like, the texture of the ice for the slushy creation. Using water, he's now just creating the ice.
Hurrah!
He's just sitting somewhere,
Very nice.
making shaved ice, and it's just ice.
And how's about?
It's
I
just
just-
ice.
I'd assume Mune doesn't know about this.
I mean, Plance's not hiding it. He's just doing it.
Mune's got a feeling that the universe is healing.
It's wonderful.
How's about Munachika?
Again, not doing much. He has like a book over his face and he's just sleeping.
I have an idea.
Kieran.
So Planson,
Oh,
I got an idea.
Planson.
So Planson's doing this thing. He's making the shaved ice, but he doesn't know what correct is. So he's gonna call out, Munachika, I'd like you to help me with something here.
Oh my god. Are we there yet?
Not quite. Still, 3 weeks on the road.
3 weeks.
While we're at it, though, please, I've spent some time creating something. Tell me the texture of this ice. And he's like holding
Oh.
up a small bowl. It has
I
ice in
see.
it.
He's like contemplating what to say for a second. But he looks at it and I'd say it's too chunky. It needs to be finer.
Mm-hmm. Noted.
I appreciate it though.
Get back to it then.
As Planson continues his shaved ice ventures, the caravan rolls onwards. Sorry, did you want to say something, Munachika, or? I heard a glimpse of a voice, but I didn't know if it was actually. Interrupted.
I could maybe forge some berries later to help you out.
Wonderful.
Do you?
Heading over from the berries. Can we just, like, look over a small heap in the corner of the caravan and blankets, and it's just Lyric asleep and very ill?
Hypno Hades 2.
He's not in session today.
Hypno Hades 2.
Like Lyric is like the sickness from the cold, like the snowstorm, just kicked in now.
I want you to know, I'm picturing, like, the classic little, like, cartoon, like, bubble coming from the nose while he's asleep.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it pops. It's like a massive bubble.
As
Oh,
go on, yeah.
Right. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it.
Well, as the caravan moves onwards, It is dead in the night at this point. Pretty hard to see outside, though, looking up at the sky. There's some very pretty stars out.
I've always liked looking at the stars. What about you, Isolde?
I used to enjoy them. I used to enjoy stargazing as well.
What happened?
I just fell out of it, is all.
You ever look for constellations?
Not in particular. There was never one that stood out to me.
Okay, well, here, look. And Kaylin kind of looks up and points at a very bright star. And she starts to describe it. It's kind of hard to follow. You go down and to the right, over to that one, and then to that one. That one's called Cassiopeia.
Huh.
Why do we have Earth's constellations?
Oh, why not?
Still just nodding along.
It's got
Superficially
like a-
showing interest.
It's kind of an M shape.
I see.
I used to love looking at stars. I don't do it much anymore.
Looking to the side, you can even see Kieran peeking out of the curtain for the caravan to look up at the stars. They're pretty pretty.
You want to learn something too, kid?
Sure. I mean, I like looking at them, but I don't know really anything about stars.
Just listen along. Akela just kind of starts talking about the stars and stuff. She's in her own little world while she explains this.
So it starts nodding off.
Kieran, despite his shortcomings in attention span, does in fact listen. As the night drags onwards.
Right. Well, Caitlin, do you think we should take a stop around here? Get some ingredients for dinner.
It's the dead of night, Moone. We can get ingredients in the morning.
Fine. We're running low on our supply, though.
Already?
We're feeding 6 people. I can only hunt so many boars.
I was hungry. I ate some of the berries.
And Kieran
Alright.
gets the second share.
We will.
I mean, hey, if you guys want to saw, I can watch the caravan.
Caitlin kind of... I'm gonna say that Caitlin's on the right, Isolde on the left. She kind of looks to her left, and then turns to her right, opens her handbag, and again, her handbag has a larger space within than on the outside, so she kind of like pulls out an entire unfurled blanket, and she kind of just pops it over Isolde while she sleeps. And she holds her reins and kind of tries her best to be attentive in the dead of night.
You know what? I'll take over the reins. You go get some rest.
I have a couple more hours in me.
If you say so. He
Thanks for offering.
yeah, he sighs and turns around to just lie down again.
I'll call you if I need you.
All right. See ya.
As most of the party attend to rest and the horses and such, I'd say you all begin to make your way. It's a 3-week journey, so it's going to be pretty long, but you are steady on your path to Lyono. I'd say, well, it's nighttime. I'd say 3 hours have passed since your departure, or 4 hours, yeah. Okay, hold on. Private retcon. I feel as though I don't want to skip the thing. I don't want to skip too far forward in time. For the sake of just having a bunch of days be nothingness. But I also don't want to skip too little, because then it feels like you're making no progress. But I'll say, yeah, sure, fine. 5 hours pass. The night continues onwards, though. It's...
As Taro said, Kat doesn't know who Private Retcon
Of course,
is.
Private Retcon. Who wouldn't want to see Private Retcon? Gentlemen, we have Private Retcon here.
Ooh.
The stream, I don't think the stream has...
Private Retcon, sir.
Or
Chat's on. Pirate retcon. Retcon any moment
Oh,
in the
yes.
campaign. If he does nat 1, then we do not retcon the moment. That has happened.
Wait, so
Mhm.
yeah, the one and only time.
Yep. Yeah, it can in fact.
Already,
the
2 sessions
retcon
in.
can fail. Anyways, moving forwards. 5 hours in. Who would be awake at this? It's still nighttime by all accounts, but who would have gone to sleep? And who would be
It's a little
awake?
woken up already.
I guess a better question would be who would be awake.
Caitlin's
mean, they probably-
still awake, still have a range.
Sold.
Would Planson be asleep?
Okay, so like most of Lanson would be probably resting. I don't know if Lanson sleeps. He just looks like he's sleeping though, but he's not like laying down.
Would Veska be asleep? Oh, Veska's night.
Yeah.
Kieran would also be asleep, so that remains with Munachika, Caitlyn, Isolde, and supposedly Planson awake. And Caitlyn is the one driving?
Yeah.
Caitlyn.
We have 11 viewers.
Hooray.
Don't say the viewer count. They're gonna run away.
Famously.
No, it's 10! No, it's 9! Oh god! What have I done?
Caitlyn. Forging onwards. Most of the other people around you are either not really paying attention to what's outside or asleep, resting. Leaving that to you. As you forge on onwards through the snow, it's a bit foggy and a little hard to see where you're going, but you are able to manage to a certain degree.
Right.
I would like for you, however, to make a perception check.
Okay, flat 0 to that.
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness.
Yeah, we don't see it. You know, first time horse girl.
Stars are a little bright.
In addition of really not noticing anything out of the ordinary, it's also kind of difficult to see through the fog at this point. And you're having a bit of trouble navigating the caravan and keeping the horses calm.
Isolde, could you give me a hand, please?
Oh. I guess you already noticed I was awake, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the blanket
I was
chest.
just watching. Alright.
Uh,
I'll take over from here a little bit.
Isolde, taking
Thank you.
over. I'll let you make your perception check as well.
Oh.
I reckon, like, Caitlyn's been fucking, like, driving for hours, and that's why she can't, like,
She's
roll any
incredibly
perception.
tired.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, maybe we're just gonna move on from this scene. maybe we don't need to see this.
Isolde, you take reins, but you're kind of groggy, and it's kind of hard to see through the fog, and also you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. And you're having trouble
Stop some
controlling the
highlights.
camera.
Let Moon take over. Let Moon take over.
Well, actually, 2 people have failed, like Nat 1, so I'm gonna say,
That's enough.
you guys fuck up, and the caravan, the horses just kind of like halt to a stop, like neighing kind of loudly.
Oh. What? Wait. Caitlyn, you
Alright, what's
see
going up
anything?
there?
No, but the horses
The
seem to.
lack of movement obviously makes it kind of well, it kind of would alert the people either resting or maybe even sleeping to. Well, you wouldn't wake up, but it's will alert Munachika.
Well, maybe the cart would jostle,
Jostle a bit,
as
yeah.
it comes to us.
Ugh.
Lanson is awake.
What happened? Why are we not moving?
The horses are getting a little rowdy.
What? How?
Yep. I don't know.
I
What
don't
she
know.
said, basically, but that's all we know. Planson, you're good with the cold, right? Look at you.
I'll move Kieran in.
Yeah, I could say so.
I
Would he,
don't
like-
feel like going out right now, so if someone else
Would
wants to
he-
do that.
Holds
be
his
honest.
hand on his on
Oh, wait,
like the
I'm
hilt of
gonna,
his sword and like
Move
steps
this to
out.
the map layer. That's a good idea. There we go.
Ugh.
Guys, can you like?
Okay.
Who let Caitlyn drive?
Is that a fucking
Who let
fox?
Caitlyn drive? Okay, well the fox is not there.
Alright.
ironically.
Yeah.
I knew
That's
you
just the
guys
map.
would comment on the fucking fox. I knew it happened. And they're like, guys, it's a fire! No, there's a fox. Whatever. There's a fox.
What fox? What fox?
I don't
Yeah, I'll
see
move that map layer. Yep, no fox. Alright. Kieran kind of like groggily like looks out of the caravan before going back in. I don't want to get. I'm tired. I'm gonna keep sleeping.
Yeah, it still pretends to sleep as well.
Benson's already going to investigate.
I'll put on some different music.
The bag is still
Put
in the
some different
caravan,
music
though. Hooray.
I'll help Blanson.
Walking outside, the pale moonlight kind of like washes over you. It is very pretty out tonight. Lots of stars, like before. As you all are outside, I will now let one last of you, make a perception check.
Dibs.
Go Blanson, go my Blanson.
Go, Blanson, go, 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 go!
Go my perceptive one.
Add 4.
You
Add
rolled
4 favorite terrain. No, add 4 because favorite terrain.
Blanson.
27.
Looking up into the
Yes.
sky, it is very dark, but
Yes.
even so, through the glow of the moon, and the stars, you are able to see the shadow of a sort of like something disc-like, flying in the distance, and it's far away from you. It's far away from you for sure. It's not near you, but
Yeah.
just like straight in front of you, sort of like disc-like shape. You see these, though it is far away, you can see like small tentacles hanging down from the bottom of it.
Weird.
Though again, it is not near you. But you haven't seen something.
What
like
do you
that
see,
before.
Blanson?
It's some sort of... Have you ever seen, perhaps, maybe a diagram of a jellyfish? With a discus shape on top and some tendrils hanging from beneath?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just reminds me of that.
Okay.
Haven't seen something of the sort in my time, but... who knows?
As you guys tend to the horses, they are obviously jostled by Isolde's and Caitlin's terrible handling, of course. But they
Hey.
also just seem.
You didn't ask us to roll animal handling, did you?
I was not expecting you both to roll nat ones, but I guess it segues pretty well, doesn't it?
Okay.
They were definitely startled and kind of angry at the terrible handling, but they also seemed startled by something else. You don't really know what, but they are refusing to budge.
Blanson, are you able to see in the dark?
I can see through the weather, but I'll need a light source, perhaps.
I could, shed some light if you want.
I appreciate that.
Caitlin, casts a firebolt, at herself. And she kind of, absorbs the fire and sheds light as per the torchlight spell.
Very cool. I've also got something I'd like to declare. Advantageous terrain, I'll do all 3. Basically, it gives me bonuses in a 60-foot radius zone. I just study the area. That's effectively what this is.
Planson.
So, the area.
Just the area, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you study the area, so you can just, like, see... Oh, I see.
It's effectively 4 bonuses, but, like... also, something else I just want to let you know that I have
sorry.
is I can see through weather.
Planson,
Oh.
I would like for you to make another perception check, if that's okay.
I will do that. I'm on the wrong tab. One more perception check. 37.
As you're, like, tending to the horses and stuff, looking around, you glance back up at the sky where you saw that creature before. It's still there, floating away, slowly. You see the tendrils coming down from it, kind of like moving erratically, and as they move, you see tiny dots falling from them. Though of what, you're not sure. Though, yeah, that's about all you can ascertain.
Should we go up and like look at it?
Well, we don't know what it is. I think it's best to study it from a distance than get ourselves involved with potential danger.
That is a good idea.
As you study it, or more so, just gaze at it, as despite everything, it's a sight to behold. You hear a bit of rustling on one of the cliffs near you. Glancing over, you don't see anything, but there seems like you're not alone.
So, perhaps it wasn't that thing in the distance that caused the horses to stop.
No, perhaps not.
Be on guard,
Okay.
and maybe wake everybody
As you
up.
speak, you hear loud stomping, seemingly any attempted stealth, thrown away. You hear where the stomping's coming from, but you don't see anything yet. Yeah, it's the raccoon.
Caitlin's going to cast a bolt of fire at her wheels just so that she can like skate across the snow without
cool as
it
fuck.
like being too slippery and whatnot. And she'll come around and make sure everyone's awake in the back of the caravan.
I just
Hey,
fell back asleep.
We've got a situation. It's okay. Just listen. Be on your guard. We've got a situation. We're gonna try to look at it. Vesca, if you could please come out and try to help us, that would be nice.
All right.
You feel the slight fog around you goes a bit thicker. It's pretty hard to see around you now. For people like plants and obviously used to this kind of weather, see through it to some degree, but it is getting more and more difficult to see, especially up these cliffs. As I would like for, Caitlin, to make a hearing perception check.
Hearing-based perception check. I'm glad that's also unmodified.
19
19!
for you, buddy.
It's almost the highest roll I can get.
You hear the stomping up the cliffs, and you can't see up the cliffs due to the fog, but you hear the stomping get louder, coming towards your position. As you then hear the crumbling of stone, as if parts of the cliff edge had crumbled off, and something stepped on it.
Clanson, I'm sure you're aware, but the stomping sounds like it's coming towards us.
And with that, you can also discern that it's jumping right at you.
Renee races. Do you guys think he should draw slash combo substitute?
I will allow as
for it.
Caitlin noticed the creature jumping at her. I think Munachika can act to defend.
All right, sure. Does it count as a projectile?
It's not a projectile. No.
God damn it!
Does the creature count as a
That would be really funny. That'd be incredibly funny, but no.
Cut from the air. All right. Well, I don't think he has anything, but he's gonna jump in front of Monet, or in front of Caitlin. But he's gonna jump in front of
As
Caitlin.
you jump in front of Caitlin. Let me grab it real quick. As you jump in front of Caitlin, you see this massive, not massive. It takes on humanoid qualities. You've never seen anything like it, at the very least. It does have a humanoid shape, though. Its body is very muscular, very large in size. Its arms are kind of mutated and fucked up. Its head, nothing but bones. as the hold on, give me a sec. Shit's happening outside my door.
Alright, bye.
visiting
Looks
him.
like everything's
visiting him.
solved and we're good to go.
All right, let's while
Yeah, back on the
Jack's away,
caravan. I guess we gotta go. We're all done here. So about that weather, huh?
let's move the caravan while he's gone.
All right, let's see what chat's saying.
Oh, they're talking about Aldi's.
Aldi's?
Aldi's.
I don't know what Aldi's is.
That's fine.
I'm
I don't either.
back.
All these nuts in your mouth.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm back. I will.
Yep.
I will redo
Low
this. I
hanging
will
fruit,
redo this
buddy.
quite slightly. It's like mutated arms. Its head mostly made of like bone marrow. Munichika, stepping forward in front of Caitlyn, I would like you to make a, we'll say a strength check to like challenge it.
Okay, strength check it is. Blah 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 blah.
As you as you slash at it, it kind of like instinctively avoids the blade of your the blade. Like you are about to slash at its arm, as its arm instinctively moves out of the way and smashes straight into. Give me a sec. I said.
It does it?
Straight into.
Oh, Jack muted.
All right, I'm gonna do this one
last time.
My name is
If you look back
Caitlyn
at the log, you'll
Canyon.
hear me screaming.
Ah,
Ooh. All right.
whoa.
As the arm kind of like moves out of the way, and slams into your own arm, and I'd say that would deal. We'll go 2d8. As your arm is very brutally like
All right.
slammed
Ow.
into.
Fuck. So
As the creature
is there a
lands
token
behind-
here? Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot to declare, but like if you rest with plants and you have 12 temp HP, because Capra.
Oh.
I'd like you all to roll.
Caitlyn,
We all get
Yeah,
a +2 from
that's
Planson, right?
Yep, everybody gets a +2.
On everything?
Yeah, on initiative.
Caitlyn, make some distance. I'll hold it off right here.
Okay.
Okay, so 24.
Got that.
Is that-
7.
no,
then.
why are there so many characters on my? Oh, I need to remove the initiative. I'm declare it. I need to declare it.
14.
You have a
there
fucking
was a bunch of
Pinocchio
old
on there?
ones. Like there was your old character too down there.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't
Was
select my
Stephanie there?
token. Oops.
Just take whatever your first roll was.
Yep.
Even though I rolled so much better on my
Click it,
second.
and it's wonderful.
Roll
Grab this.
23. Yep, that way up.
Can you roll initiative? Oh, it's GM rolling. Sorry.
3.
There we are.
Times new
Thanks.
initiative?
Make sure everyone rolls. That's good.
I had to go for a second.
Well,
Welcome back.
No, you come back to this.
Wait, where's
as the
Mune?
creature lands behind you, Mune, your arm.
Oh, did it? Okay, let me like re-roll because it got deleted.
Right.
It was at 24.
Mune, as you,
Yep.
as your arm gets fucked up pretty bad, the creature lands behind you with a loud thunk.
Well, it can't get any more fucked up than it already is, so you know what?
It's unlike anything you've ever seen, almost alien in nature as it looks down at you all.
I've seen worse.
It will act first. Turning to Planson, who is the closest, it is going to drill. Does that hit, Planson?
Let me check.
Guys, Caitlyn doesn't have her armor on.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
that
As
hits.
it kind of like winds back its hand before thrusting it forward at you, as its like claw-like hand spins around multiple times like a drill.
Oh, I didn't declare my armor either.
Yeah, no, my armor is not on because we had to sleep and
Oh,
shit.
ouch.
Well, I guess Caitlyn didn't. Oh.
Damn.
You guys have armor?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Well, Taro's armor is different to my armor.
Mooney doesn't have any armor.
Immediately after this attack,
He's only parrying.
it is going to turn back to its main target, Caitlyn and Mune, as it will leap towards Caitlyn. Caitlyn, can you make a reflex save?
Okay.
Ooh. Caitlyn,
Hold on.
you get +2.
No,
You
no.
get +2, right?
Oh, wait,
Let's
we have the
hold on.
teamwork feat.
Oh, that's right.
That is actually at a +2 because I have 2 allies within 10 feet of me.
Oh my
Nice.
god,
Oh,
I
sweet.
forgot. No, I do have no teamwork
Caitlyn.
feat. Shake it off. Oh.
As the creature drills at Planson, it then turns to you, kind of like leaping into the air and trying to stomp at you with 1 foot. Though you manage to, well, you tell me.
What are you?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Those are the 2 things that make that possible. Caitlyn, as it kind of stomps at her, kind of quickly, like, splits her legs in, like, a circular motion and just, like, backslides with her skates. And she kind of, like, puts her hand on the ground to stop herself from sliding too far back, and then holsters herself again against the creature.
Very nice. That will be the creature's turn. It is now Mune's turn. Mune, I'm not going to apply any like lasting injury
Wait.
for you because of the
Oh, right.
injury, but your arm's a little beat.
Yeah. When isn't it? He has a Wii strap for this.
His sword has a weak strap.
Like honestly, he can't hold on to his own sword. That's like the problem. So I don't think there's an issue here. Mune's gonna activate his buffs. Let's see, it was haste, and his Bushido pool to give him. So that costs 2 Bushido points. And he's gonna full attack. Hoping to do Health, Spider's Thread and Hell Screen.
Let me see.
Alright, so he's also going to use whatchamacallit, this once he does that.
Go park.
Alright.
So you have entered. Okay, wait. So these are non-damaging.
These aren't
Okay,
done yet.
okay.
Alright, he's gonna start with slash.
Oh,
Oh!
oh my god.
Crit.
Heavy slash.
God.
Releasing like a barrage of slashes, he goes for another slash.
Jeff,
And
notably,
yes.
when you're playing Kensai, highly recommend you ask what hits with each hit because
Yes.
you only
Does-
get a combo move when it hits.
Yes,
does the
it
17
does.
hit? Alright, so he's gonna follow up with a thrust. Oof, does that hit?
Alright, yeah, that's just temp HP.
The thrust does not hit.
Fuck.
No, tally up the
Um,
damage.
Alright, it's fine. He doesn't activate Hell Screen, but he activates
Okay.
Spider Thread. And sheaths his sword again.
Understood. So that is 93 damage. Did you just like unleash a barrage of slashes on this, on this creature? As you go for a final thrust, it kind of like stops your blade. It is now Isolde's turn.
Yeah. So it's gonna use her move action to fly up as far as she can, which is 40 foot right now. Afterwards, I'll cast Shadow Elemental. And the spell I'll be using is Arrow 2. Oh, I didn't roll the attack either, huh? There's no attack roll. Oh, there we go. Sorry, let me reroll it.
That
That's
is
pretty good, actually. That's
alright,
pretty
so
good.
roll Shadow Elemental and then
Okay,
arrow.
there's 2 saves. Yeah, it's 2 saves. DC
Wait,
22 and
doing
DC
two arrows,
18.
or is that the correct arrow, the second one?
It's 1 arrow, yeah, the second one, but the spell that I'm using to cast is like it's a mimic
Right.
spell basically.
Describe
And
what happens, please.
Fail.
so it's a fail on
the
which one?
reflex save, I'll do the will save now. It could only
Okay.
succeed on a nat 20.
Oh, okay. Damn. So if they get hit by the shadow element spell, they have a chance to like see it's not a real spell, or it's
Right.
it's not the actual spell I'm casting, basically. So, okay. Other than that, I guess you'll just take full damage and squelch status effects.
Understood. I will take the damage. That is a 25. Oh yeah, I forgot to subtract the damage that Jim did. I'm sick. My god, you did a lot.
Teehee.
Insane first turn.
Oh wait, no, it crits. That's right.
Oh, do spells?
Does- huh.
No, they don't.
I don't remember actually.
If they have
I
attack
don't know.
roll, they do crit
Right.
now.
I think
It's-
it's range.
We have notes for this. Let's see.
Thank you, Batman. Thank you, evil
What were we
Pathfinder.
asking? Spells can crit.
Oh,
if
it's
that's the question.
rain touch, and yes.
Spells can crit?
So yeah, I think it does just do.
Okay,
believe
then
so.
that's 50 damage.
Okay. Yay!
God, you're doing good.
And it's squalled. Could you put just any kind of like
could you
marker for
remind me
like
what
air
squalled was?
on the creature? Shouldn't
Wall
affect it
effects.
to be honest, because it's not really a caster. But squalled makes you suffer 10% spell failure on spells with somatic and vocal components. Automatically fails sound perception checks. I need to fucking look at it.
It probably won't matter.
Yeah, it's in Taro's thing.
Yep.
Oh, Taro has it down.
Automatically fail perception. Yeah, sound perception checks. -1
Oh.
penalty to attacks.
Cumulative
Minimum
-1.
Cumulative.
So
Yep.
every subsequent attack after the first takes
I see.
another -1. So it's -1, then -2, then -3,
that's good.
etc.
Again, armored, yes to no.
I would say no. You were warned very early in or very late, very close to it landing. You wouldn't have had time.
It depends if you sleep in your armor.
Alright. Well, it's fine. My AC is still pretty good because I've got my shield. Let's see how to play this class. For my standard actions, move actions, move action. Alright, so... I sold you're going to get AC because I don't trust caster. I don't trust caster health, or AC.
Thank you.
Melee attack.
Oh, Jason. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that works, as I should know I'm still 40 foot in the air.
I mean,
You can bring yourself 10 feet down if you'd like, or something like that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Notably,
that
I'm making
33?
all of my auras squares because we're playing in a non-Euclidean environment, and I
Thank
said
you.
so. Thank you.
Okay, so Jason still counts even if I'm in the air.
Well, I guess you're not adjacent. You're above.
oh, okay. That didn't happen then.
It also
Sorry.
doesn't make sense because isn't it like you're putting your shield down in front of them?
Yeah.
True. I'm just 40 foot in the air.
Veska
Come on,
throws
yeah.
the shield up in front of his shoulder.
So you use Bulwark.
Let me...
You use
Wait,
Bulwark
what?
And then...
No.
No,
Oh,
I
no.
Put it in
can't.
your armor. Okay.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
because no one's
Oh.
near me.
Oh.
Jack against
Sorry,
Sen is
I've
one
been
great.
paying attention to things.
That's fine.
So I'll-
I'm going to use shield block just to get myself a +1 AC. Then I am going to. That's adjacent. That is. I'm not wearing armor. Alright, Brutal Shell? No. Divide. There we go. Divide it is.
Divide.
Not bisect. Divide.
Gunnery.
Bicep. A16.
Oh,
A16.
you almost had me last turn, man.
Aw.
It has AC
As
17.
you
Your life
swing
is
upwards
over.
in a splitting motion, the creature, I'd say, just stalks your shield with its like giant drill-like hand.
Is that under standard? That's under standard. I've used my free, I've used my standard, I've used my move. I can use my swift? No, I can't.
So that is it. Okay.
Yep.
Caitlin.
After having been like fucking double slammed at by this guy, Caitlin's gonna 5-foot step back and kind of call out a word to God as she remakes her pronouncement, and I will be fatigued for 1d4 rounds. 2 rounds.
Can you handle that in 6 seconds?
And yeah, she can say it in maybe like 2.
Because I'm involved in my kind of thing.
Good chant.
As Caitlin kind of issues her pronouncement to Ilihitsu, she grants all allies within 30 feet +2 to AC and will, and the creature has a -2 to will.
Understood.
Additionally, as Caitlin backs up, she's going to activate Kickstart My Heart, as all allies within 30 feet also gain a +6 to all intimidate checks, and a +2 morale bonus to attack and
Right.
damage.
Yippee! Intimidate checks. Wahoo!
Attack and damage. Okay.
Yeah. And with her move action, she is going to pull out her shield and put that on.
Okay. Is that it? Okay.
That ends her turn.
Blanton, you've just been
Yes.
drilled. Ouch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of there because that hurt a little bit, just a little bit though. Can't use any fancy items because I said I left the bag in the caravan. So I think I'm just gonna run back a bit. Move action. That provokes.
That
Or not.
Provoke, yes.
Wait. Yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking of something. We'll go with.
Yep, I'll take that. Okay, let me just... Yep, 9 damage. -9 should be about 3. Okay, and then I'm going to cast... as a standard action. I'm going to cast Geo Regen. So basically, I point somewhere. I'll put it. Where's this going? Yeah, I think I'll put it like here, and then. So in a 20-foot radius around this, you get fast healing too.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Also, it can be attacked. It has HP and hardness. It's a little orb that heals us. I believe that's my turn.
Yeah, I see your aura.
Okay.
It is now the creature's turn. As after having defended against both, well, not he didn't defend against Mune, but after having defended against Veska, as Veska is left kind of like wide open from doing an upward slash and missing, it is going to try and grab her, aka a grapple. that hit your CMD?
How dare you?
As
No.
it like winds up its hand to grab you. You tell me how you avoid it.
I literally just sidestep out the way.
Very nice.
My armor's not good, or no, I'm not wearing armor. My shield is still pretty heavy. I sidestep and parry.
Very nice.
Goated.
As it then, to end off its turn, is just gonna like swing around, like it's facing Veska as it swings around its arm to try and hit Mune. Note that it's not a drill, it is a swing, so it's less dangerous, but just
he's like in intense focus and just like bats away the entire arm. He has an AC of 25.
Yeah, you just like bat away the arm, which by the way is much bigger than your sword. It's very impressive.
He didn't even take out the sword. He's still like sheathed.
As is now Mune's turn.
Oh wait, does Mune have a +2 to AC as well?
From the divine thing I gave, yeah.
Alright, so 27 AC. That's to be frank, he's let's see. Hey, would Spider's Thread work with a called shot?
No. Well, what's Spider's Thread? Is it draw
it's
slash?
+5. It's +5.
Is it draw
to
slash?
tackle. Yes, draw slash.
Oh yeah, it works.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot I renamed all of them. He after like focusing, he like examines the like anatomy of the creature. Well, I can't guarantee if it has human organs, so I better play it safe. He finally unsheathes after like just staring at it for a few seconds. And let's see, 10. That's I don't add or remove anything because it cancels out. It also gains a 1d6 of damage. Doesn't crit. However, it is sickened for 1d4 rounds.
Right. 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
As you stab it, and that does hit, as you stab it straight through the head, your katana, though its head is made of like bones and stuff, it's pretty like hard to pierce. You kind of pierce your katana through one of the wedges, straight to the soft tissue underneath. So you kind of like raise its head into the air and let out a pretty alien roar, or cry even. And that will be, let me GM roll the damage.
So one second. It is 29 damage. I'm not done yet. He's gonna retry with the thrust. This one is full BAB.
Oh my god. As
Jesus.
you slice its hand off.
He's just like he like brings down the blade from inside its head to its arm. Just like slicing down
its
his
entire
hand.
arm is clean off by this.
He's not done yet.
We're not done yet.
We're not done. And he's gonna start like setting up for another combo. And he'll slash. And he stabs it again into its chest.
Finish.
Just like it's like lightning speed of just like keeps on slashing.
As you finish off this combo of like stabbing into its head, dragging down the blade to its arm, cutting it off before stabbing it in the chest. As it kind of like it staggers backwards, taking heavy damage from that simple combo of attacks alone. Though it remains living. The wound in its head and its missing arm clearly not really mattering to you.
Yes. I activate Hell Screen and Mune resheaths his sword and taunts he like like when people do with their hand, just like come over here. He does that. He like taunts
it.
It
goes to attack you, It raises its one remaining hand to like slam into you, as a cannonball instantly crashes into its head and flings it all the way over to the caravan.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, our fucking
It
caravan!
doesn't hit the horses, but it slams into like the side of the caravan and like slightly caves it in. Its head is like fully like bone pieces are like just flying off.
You see Mune like noticeably drop focus. Like he was ready to fucking kill this thing, and then like
as you look to the side, you don't see a battalion or cannons or anything. You see just some old Grimorian guy standing there, though as you take notice of his features, he has a cannon for his left leg and a musket for his right arm. As you see him with his leg raised, just upwards, pointing at the Bonekeeper. Curse you, vile creature.
oh my
As it
god.
walks over. I suppose it gave you trouble.
Maybe.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not entirely sure if it's nice to meet you yet. As it points the musket upwards at Caitlyn, Mune in general. I don't know what you guys are on about this route, but don't take another step closer. The silver barrel pointing around that area. I'd like for you to identify yourselves.
Respectfully, sir. We are just passing through on our way to Lyono, and you're the one who's stepping closer.
Ah, Lyono. As he lowers the musket slowly. I was heading there too, actually.
Well, that was fast.
That was fast. The music just stopped.
The tension just ended there. Like,
Mune was ready to like deflect a bullet. Mune was gonna deflect a bullet for Caitlyn, and then like, oh yeah,
sure.
you're right, yeah.
No, that'd be all. Like there was tension for a second, it was gone
Clacker,
right
okay,
after.
I didn't. It's not based off Captain Ahab. It's based off Egon from the Elden Ring DLC.
Egon,
However,
the
he is
Veil
based
guy.
off Captain
It's a
Ahab, like
fucking
from
Veil
the
guy.
book, but not from Limbus Company. It does not count.
Oh, you
Damn
said
it.
Limbs Company.
There it is, you said
That's
it.
not a reference.
Blacker, who gets the money? Who gets the money? Blacker, give me the money, please,
Fine,
please.
fine. I'm
Me?
being generous this first time.
Good use of the redeem though.
Wait, I gotta see this redeem.
I hate all of you.
So Taro,
Like, that's how it's meant to be
As-
used.
Taro, the way this
I don't
redeem
think
works.
it would actually
No,
count.
it does not count. Doesn't count.
But that was
Doesn't
really
count.
good.
Doesn't fucking count. It's not an actual reference.
Can I have $1?
No.
No, not even half.
Every
If-
time someone gets it wrong, you get 1 cent in
Kieran,
your bank
you-
account.
Kieran can like is shooken awake by the Bonekeeper just crashing into the side of the caravan. As he like slowly steps out, looking at like going up. What the fuck's happened? He's a big guy.
Oh, you were sleeping
Aaron, I
during
told
the
you
whole
to
thing?
stay in
Okay,
the
well, it
caravan.
seems like danger's over. Hopefully, who's that? He looks older than Planson.
This is our good friend
Don't go
who
close
helped
to me.
us defeat that monster.
His eyes
Thanks,
like widen
Alright.
instantly as he points the musket at you. Don't go close to me.
Mune is like extremely suspicious of this guy.
As he kind of like cracks his shoulder. I'm from the frozen coast. You can call me Apollon. As he
Alright,
kinda, like,
Apollo.
he adjusts
Nice
his
to meet you.
non-existent tie. I was heading this way because I was looking for the parasol.
The
Oh my
parasol.
Parasol. You might have seen it. It's been going through this route. I've been looking for it for a few months, maybe years now. I don't exactly recall.
Well, I wouldn't say I've seen or known anything that goes by the name of the parasol, but
My friend here does have a parasol.
Alright, that's me. Hi.
Well, it's named.
You hunting
It's
for this
named
thing?
a parasol because of its similarities, though it's more of a jellyfish in nature. As he points up to the sky at where Planson you saw the creature before. It's essentially a cross-pollinator. It takes things from the deep and brings them back up to destroy ecosystems. I want it gone. This thing,
Oh.
as it kind of like gestures towards the Bonekeeper, is a product of that.
Right.
You fight for a good
I
cause.
fight for my own cause. That's what we Justicars do.
Are you from the town of Justicar?
Well, the way Justicars work is that we follow our own path. That's what it means. Though there is a fort near the frozen coast where I reside every now and then, but mostly I travel. Though, it seems you lot travel
Right.
as well, no?
Only if late, to be honest. Actually only been like 2 days.
Kieran kind of like nudges over to Mune. I'm sorry, but you have gone down to second place of coolest people I've seen in my life.
DM patting himself on the back.
Dude, his
Wow.
leg is a fucking cannon and his arm is a musket. I don't know what do I tell you, Gemini?
Kieran, that never mattered to me.
Maybe you should care more about my opinion.
I don't know you.
As you see Apollon kind of like look down at the cannon, the leg cannon, looking for any like sign of damage or whatnot before cracking his neck. Well, I gotta get going and pursue the damn thing. Though I will admit I might have done a bit damage to your vehicle here. As he kind of like walks over to it. Y'all don't mind, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's your concern. You should keep your eye on the prize.
Maybe I should, but I mean, as he kind of like grabs at the leg of the Bonekeeper and kind of like pulls on it, which he manages to do, very slowly dragging it off the caravan at the very least. This thing, you can make some decent food with it, but your caravan seems kind of busted up. Look, how about this? It can still drive, definitely. So how about this? I need to pursue the thing, and it's headed around the same place as Lyono. You guys are going to Lyono? I want to follow the damn thing. So, you let me tag along for a bit. We'll take care of whatever we find on the way. I'll leave you when we get to the city.
Seems like a fair deal. If there was no Lyono when we got there, it wouldn't be a good trip.
Indeed. Besides, this thing's been dropping things along the way. That's how it works, so if there's anything on the route, I can help you fend it off.
Fancy. How's about we rest up and eat some food? You said this thing can be
To a certain
cooked.
degree.
Edible.
Not a...
That's wonderful information.
As the party, I will assume, sets up camp here. Ooh.
Get the bag.
I will put
Oh.
some... we'll go back to chillax.
Camping time already.
Hooray!
Gosh.
I'd say an hour passes as you can see the sun begin to like rise on the skyline, though it is still like night.
Ooh, it's very warm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Slacker.
I need to go to sleep.
Been a while since I met a man who
I've
can
Alright.
take
been
care
up
of
all
himself.
night.
I do pride myself over my capabilities of
It's a
living.
way of life. We just guys kind of have to, considering we roam the
More
north
than-
so damn often.
Perhaps just for one night, let us care for you.
We appreciate it. I will go around and see what everyone is doing. Planson setting up the fire and such.
Planson has also distributed tent materials to the rest of the party to set up tents while he does the rest of the work.
Caitlin,
Okay. Yeah.
are you setting? Yeah, I guess you're setting up tents. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Minachika, can you help me?
All right. Have you never set up a camp before?
I have. I'm tired. Please.
All right, give me that.
Caitlin kind of focuses up a little more as the effects of her fatigue dissipate, but she's still just tired from the night. But she's a little sluggish in setting up the tent.
How about? Is anyone else doing anything interesting? I will ask. Or are we all just setting up tents?
Interesting. Oh, still make some small compensation.
How many tons do we have?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Of varying sizes. Oh. Guys, it still glances over at the creature that just got killed. You guys ever seen that thing around here before?
The old guy speaks up.
Generally to the party.
Kind of like speaks up. That thing is not from this part of Lumen. In fact, I don't think it's part of any type of Lumen. Again, the parasol, it goes from the depths, grabs stuff, it rises out of the water, and it starts to just let them loose, destroying ecosystems and whatnot.
Oh,
Not
that's
fantastic,
not great.
but even this thing,
Okay.
and I haven't been to the depths myself, but I know a little about it. This doesn't seem like anything that would be down there in the watery.
So,
Something deeper, I'd say.
so you protect the ecosystem, huh? You protect the ecosystem, huh?
Somewhat.
Is that?
We Justicars have our own goals, our own purposes. We all follow our own path. My path, personally, is hunting down the vile creatures that I want dead. And the parasol is one of those, so killing 2 birds with one stone. Frankly,
Alright.
my hunt is on for a much different, larger creature, but I can wait.
I'm surprised Kieran isn't all over that creature by now. Huh?
That guy's scary, but he's also really cool.
Yeah,
He has a cannon for a leg.
Soul giggles a bit.
It's cool as fuck.
That is pretty cool.
You can't
Yeah,
be
you're
putting.
right,
You
Kieran.
keep patting
cool
yourself
as
on the back
fuck.
here.
As the sun rises a bit more, Blanson, I would like you to make your cooking check.
Ooh.
Let me check my notes here first. I think Kieran's gonna be pretty happy. Can I make the roll? Professional chef. Nice. Okay, so Jack, can you move the token 2 down?
What the fuck?
Yes.
Wonderful. So this is a large creature. I assume it's made of lots
yes.
of meat
Yes.
and bones. So Planson attempting to trying to cut it apart, trying to see what perhaps is most alike to what parts of meat are good. He's never really cut open a humanoid creature before, but he's cut open a lot of creatures to gain enough experience to do
Your
this.
samurai friend there made a mighty fine cut at one of the arms, the one that's laying over there on the floor. There's a...
I don't think we can eat this.
Anything is edible if you put your mind to it.
I like your way of thinking.
Dungeon Meshi.
So, the plan here is to make a sort of steak, or multiple, as many as we can, by just taking big cuts of meat and cooking them up. And then maybe just a bit of seasoning.
Let me see that. Mooney's gonna start studying the organs in case we fight another
Smart.
another bone keeper. Well, I don't know the Mooney doesn't know the name, but like in case we fight another one of these creatures.
Well, I'm
can
going to
we get a bonus
interrupt
to
you
call-
because I'm really mean, and
Okay.
Lance is going to ask
Oh, glad you're here. I was wondering if you could make some more cuts on the arm so that we could eat the meat.
All right. He pulls out like a smaller knife, and starts carving.
Nice. Okay, Plants is gonna go set up his tables and his like actual cooking equipment. And also a little bin for dishes because it's good to clean.
Can we get like an actual recipe in here?
Yeah, let's
Like,
grab it.
what are we
I'll
making?
grab a steak recipe. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't have
I'll
this
grab
off
a
the top
steak
of my
recipe.
head. But it's not very complicated to make steak. You really just need the meat and like any other seasonings. And just a way to cook
sirloin
it, you know?
steak,
And we're just roasting this
garlic
over a
butter.
fire. Garlic
I
butter.
know where you're getting the garlic butter. I don't
Do
know.
we have garlic butter? Let's find out. Well, there's many herbs around. I wouldn't say that we have got
Steak
butter
marinade.
here. I don't think we've had that.
If we have any,
Listen, Jack.
if we have
You
any,
can cook.
we could use the fat as butter.
That's true.
That's
that
a
is
good
true.
idea. Oh
Turn
my
into a
god.
cooking stream.
All right, big frying pan. Big frying pan.
Hey, Jack, can we get either a Dungeon Meshi or
True.
Cooking Mama theme? Thanks.
True. Maybe next time it's not ready immediately. All right. Big frying pan. You've seen many things fit in the bag, like tables and ladders and tents. Somehow this confuses you as to how this giant frying pan, almost as wide as the bag, is just in there. And he sets it over the fire, and you hear the sizzle as we toss some of the fat from the meat into the pan, and some salts, and we layer one slab of steak right on top. And Planson shouts out, "Grab me a plate,"
We don't have any plates.
because he's got his hands busy. Oh, use your hands then.
I have many times before. As he grabs one of the pieces of steak, I'm assuming just cut into steak shape, fat carved off.
Yeah,
Effectively.
effectively.
He just grabs on it with his hands, like the one that had just been on the pan. And he just takes a big bite of it.
Hadn't even seasoned it yet. You're too
He swallows the
impatient.
part that he bit off, and then he just hands it to you. Here.
No, I'll
Alright.
keep it.
I'm used to eating whatever I can. This is really good, actually. Yeah.
Okay, well, next up, next slab of meat. I personally stand here, don't have a very good sense of smell, so I don't think I'll be able to accurately describe all of the senses that you all get when you're sitting over this campfire as this, like, extremely fresh cut of steak is being fried, and Plants is tossing salts and herbs, and a little bit of, like, some extra spices that you can't quite place, but you trust this man. Can somebody else give it a big whiff and then describe the scent, actually?
Oh no, I don't eat steak.
I don't either, man.
Hey, Jack.
Wait.
Don't even say me, just start talking. Just go at it.
Caitlin, who had been like practically dozing off, like awakens to the
You're
smell.
gonna float in
of
the
fire.
air. It's just like towards the scent.
She floats in the air towards it, and she kind of awakens to the smell of like coriander and like garlic and stuff like that, all put on this meat. Kind of smells like earthy in a way when you put those together.
Yeah. Mune like takes his share, just like
No, hold on. Be
yes.
patient. This next one is for Kieran. It's his favorite food. And then after that, Veska, who also has steak. Plants is holding up a notebook, and then he goes, "But I've got just one more thing. Caitlin, what's your favorite food? I didn't quite catch it earlier."
I don't know. There's a lot that I like. Caitlin kind of looks up for a moment.
Just give me anything to write down in this little book of mine.
Brownies.
Brownies. Fancy.
Thanks.
And,
You're really good.
Apollo, you. What's your favorite food? Do you have one?
I eat so goddamn much, I'd say I'm used to everything. I can eat anything, but I've had to pick a favorite. Well, back at home when I still lived at home, I used to make a mighty fine casserole.
Wow. Thank you. Well, I don't think I believe they'll be able to cook you one of those on our journey,
It's
but
fine.
I'll keep it in mind in case I see you
haven't had a
at the
casserole
end.
in a while. I'm fine.
Maybe there will be some delectable restaurants.
We'll see.
Anyway, I think that's a wonderful cooking session.
Yeah. Mune takes like his portion and like immediately like
I-
walks off.
I want to apologize to Isolde, whose favorite food is buttered steak. We did not have butter.
That's a shame. Don't worry, I don't think Isolde would eat this anyways. It looks so much like a hand, don't you think?
Kieran kind of looks at his
Guys.
share and like
It doesn't
his
look
face
like a
winces,
hand.
kind of.
An arm, maybe? Leg?
If you want, I could cast you a spell on it, make it taste better.
Hmm.
You see Apollon in the back,
No,
just,
it's
like,
fine.
just holding it
No,
in his
no.
hand and eating it.
He's holding a hand in his hand.
Thank you.
Alright.
Before like Mune walks off to eat by himself, he tells Planson to keep the bones for bone marrow soup.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Kieran kind of like winces at his share. He looks up. I mean, Isolde's kind of right. It does look like a human by all accounts.
Oh yeah.
You know, I always had a trick when I traveled for food that I couldn't quite get down. You want to hear it? You take the food, close your eyes, plug your nose, and chew.
Okay. As Kieran does just that and shoves like a piece of food down his mouth. Oh wait, this is really good. Planson, you're really good at cooking.
No.
Thank you.
Caitlin, like, just agrees with a mouthful of this steak.
Fills my heart to cook for you all.
Fills my stomach to eat it.
Thank you.
You know, I'd expect Kieran to be more like picky.
I mean, steak. I was picky, but then I tasted it. It was really good.
No, I didn't say that in character. Mune's not here.
Mune did walk away.
Now, Isolde, you can't go hungry.
You just gonna stick yourself to bread rations?
So we got how many more weeks of travel do we have?
Grab a few pieces for later.
Well,
Yeah.
We're at the beginning of a 3-week journey, I hear.
Been a
Oh,
day.
okay. Okay, I'll try it then. Rather not go starving for. If we're gonna have more meals like this, I'd rather not go starving.
San, we gotta search up recipes like outside of the session to find.
Oh, I just wasn't ready for steak.
This reminds me of when me and Kirby had to improvise a dish for Descent of Crows. That was fun. Matches in Pinocchio.
Oh, it's
Matches
fun.
in Pinocchio
It's so
cooking
fun.
Session. It was good.
Jack, check your DMs. I sent you themes for cooking.
I did see.
Next time.
I will use them.
Yes.
As the night of eating and loveliness carries on,
And telling stories over the campfire, and Planson grabs his guitar and he plays a little tune.
as the night draws to a close. Or, yeah, the night draws to a close as the sun rises further and further into the air. I will say, you all finish up. The remains of the carcass. I mean, there are parts left that you couldn't really cook, that Veska also wanted to keep. And it seems right about time to keep traveling. As Apollon gets up, alright, we're about time to hit the road, I think. We might not meet anything.
But I want
You
to
can sleep
sleep.
in the damn caravan.
Oh.
Yes. We will be traveling for about a 3-week journey, I think. It's quite a bit away to Lyono, and especially the goddamn parasol. But don't threat. I'm a great, great guest.
Subtle foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is a literary technique.
I wonder what we're gonna fight later.
Parasol, heading up ahead.
This isn't even foreshadowing. It's just like
Regardless, I'm a good guest, I think. Just be wary of the road, because it drops creatures down, that's the whole point. So we're gonna meet some on the way, probably. Most likely, I'd assume. Be in the guards, and you might have to sleep in your armor.
Isn't that
I
unhealthy?
don't know. I do a lot of unhealthy things, and I'm fine. As he widens his arms, showing his prosthetic, like his 2 prosthetics, missing limbs.
Fine, huh?
Perhaps I should try this.
No, I think it's best if you keep your limbs.
That is a terrible idea.
Not as in the prosthetics, as in sleeping in armor. Considering
Oh.
the events that just occurred.
Sorry.
Take it from me. That's an easy way to get exhausted.
As
Like,
he walks
but-
over to the caravan and gets
Yeah.
it. Hurrah! You may have like further discussions if you'd like, or we could move on.
I think we've done everything. Maybe you just gotta clean up, but that's not really something interesting to narrate.
Say, Veska, what were you researching there about that bone keeper?
Nothing. I was just looking at the various bits and pieces of it that were left. Unfortunately, a cannonball isn't precisely particular method of killing it. So some were undeniably destroyed, and others were, well, are now in stomachs. But there were a few interesting parts here and there. I'll let you know if anything comes of them.
Alright.
It's gone.
We set it up. It's back in the
Pack it
bag.
up.
Dude.
Damn, okay. Yep, well, let me tidy up.
Is
Let me
everyone
tidy
done?
up.
Mhm.
Boink.
Yep. All right.
All good.
Please appreciate my effort in
As-
doing this.
We hit.
Alright, it still heads to the back of the
As
caravan
we
this
hit the
time.
road.
Wait, who's driving the carriage again? Caitlin, right?
Munis-
Munis taking over.
Why is there a face
take
on? You
another.
know what? Hell yeah.
As we get going.
Ah, the map.
Ah,
Quickly, more
baby!
graffiti.
Ash, baby!
Oh god, it's not loading. Oh god, it takes so long to load because you've drawn so much onto it.
Alright. I'll erase them down, don't worry. With my mighty hand.
It loaded in a second and I've drawn nothing. Skill
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah,
It
honestly,
took a long time for
same.
me.
I've been drawing like
As you guys continue onwards, and I'm going to skip forward a slightly more significant amount of time now. As I say, you make your travels for 2 weeks.
Alright, well, I guess I'm back to
Everything,
full,
yeah.
like,
This is a long rest.
well, everything.
That's not a.
Evil long rest.
He's going
As
insane!
you make it onwards.
Are- I guess I lose fucking 1 HP then. You know, I'm back to 66.
To
Everybody
quickly
gets
summarize your
12
travels, the storm has started to dissipate a bit. You had relatively safe. Apollon himself was a bit of a weirdo, but he was friendly enough. Additionally, you had met some monsters dropped by the parasol on the way as well, such as mud skippers and such, but nothing like too grand or whatever. It was easy enough to drive by them. As you continue onwards, and who's driving?
Let's just
Roll a
say
dice.
I'd reckon we've all at
Would it
least
be
taken a
Munich?
turn.
Yeah, roll a dice.
Me. I want to try. I want to try.
I mean, I'll roll the dice. I'll roll the dice.
No, roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice.
Based on the stream thing, roll dice. It is Caitlin.
Sure.
God save us all.
Oh, god damn it! Rest in peace.
Caitlin,
We're crashing.
you will not have to make any checks. Luckily, well, sure, make an animal handling check, I guess.
Choose to not make a check. Take 10.
10 would not be great.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I guess I can't calling an animal handling check for this. No, I can't. Yeah, take 10 for a total of 18.
You're maneuvering just fine. Pretty good, in fact.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I'm just gonna roll it to post it.
Close enough.
Just, my conditional might activate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You never know, right?
Hello?
Like, the conditional could come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he happens to show up.
Good to know.
He doesn't know who Philo is.
As you're driving pretty well, I'd say. You're doing just fine, unlike earlier, where you did horribly.
Oh my god.
But moving through a valley of sorts, you come across a bit of a morbid sight. Stopping nearby, you see a multitude of carriages, horses, and people strewn across the floor. And I will move in the picture of the caravan.
Caitlin kind of lightly pulls her reins toward her at a particular angle, insisting that the horses stop.
Kira?
Big caravan.
Big caravan.
Jesus.
We've
That
got
is a high-res caravan. Jeez.
a big issue. Could everyone please be on their guard? And Kieran, don't look
Why
outside,
not?
please.
I was about to say, Kieran, do not. It may be heavily traumatizing to your mental state if you look outside.
Moon is gonna stand next to Kieran and
Okay.
firmly grip his shoulder.
Trust you.
Mooney.
Does anyone have a blindfold?
He stated he trusts me. May you help me don my armor? It should only take 2 minutes.
Sure.
Planson, could you give me a hand, please?
You see
Of course.
Apollon kind of take a peek outside. Victims of the parasol. Dreadful.
Those
I
guys.
slide one of the boots on and I ask, could you tell if it is nearby?
No, it's well. You see him kind of like look out of the caravan even further as he pulls a sort of like a telescope out of his bag. Well, it seems to have gone past. Well, not past Lyono. It's going to the side of Lyono. It's not passing through Lyono. Regardless, I'll be following it, but it's moving towards I think it's the northern part, something like that. I'll have to pursue it later. I'll hire a different set of wheels once I'm getting close.
Understandable. We have our own
Kieran.
objectives.
Take this knife while we're away.
Okay.
Planson goes, and this.
Huh,
You can play with this while we're gone. And he,
Guys,
and he
let's have
gives him a sunrod.
Gives him a
Oh,
Nintendo
sick, wait, I'll
Switch.
accept that.
Play with
Hey,
your
man, I
toys.
was 17 not long ago, and I'd play with a sunrod.
Apollon,
What are you trying to say? I would
Apollon
totally
like
play
shakes
with
said,
Sunrise.
I curse that vile beast. I'll hunt it down yet. Regardless.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Tolian, did you before meeting us? Did you just walk
Pretty
everywhere?
much. I was trying to hire someone
Oh.
in
Yeah,
well, I
that's
came from
miserable.
Lyono, you see. I went from the frozen coast over to Lyono. And then my set of wheels had to go do somewhere else. So I tried to hire someone in Lyono, but no one really wanted to travel out of Lyono because the festival's coming up. And, why would you leave if the festival's coming up? So I couldn't find anything.
Right. Makes sense.
It's astounding at our pace that we're making with this caravan. Traveling on foot is my preferred course of travel, but
I'll accept it isn't the best.
But I'm a bit used to the coldness, the chill, so I'll be fine. You see Apollon kind of like step out of the carriage. Though, I would like to personally check if there are any survivors here. Additionally, I'd like to check for whatever caused this.
Well, this is a good chance to unfurl my wings at least. The most boring 2 weeks of travel.
We've been traveling for a while. Stretch your backs a little. As you can he pretty, how do you say it? Not insistently. He very authoritatively, walks forward step by step, looking around. Pretty brutal injuries.
Sold starts flying around, doing some tricks out of boredom. Oh, this is. Then she just remembered where she was. Oh.
The bodies, if you'd like. He will investigate this one specifically.
Yep. How high could I fly out?
Here?
I'll start with Caitlin. As you walk up to this one by the cliffside, I would like for you to make a... I'm doing a lot of perception checks, but it's genuinely one of the most widely applicable checks, so... perception check.
Go ahead. I will.
Searching the body, you're not in... There are wounds, for sure. Definitely wounds, though you're not entirely sure what creature it could have been. But it's pretty clear to see that this one tried to crawl away, only to die.
Okay. Caitlin kind of bends down and can she tell what kind of wounds? At the very least, pierced, blood, hit with a blunt object, or something like that.
It does seem like cuts, but not just cuts from a sword, more so rapid amount of cuts in quick succession. Like rending.
Not very deep,
surface level. A lot of them.
A ton of them. Okay. It seems like a creature cut these apart. They're fast, not deep. Very thin and frequent.
Oh, thank you, Wolfram.
So that tells us.
Exclaims that across the entire clearing.
Moving on to, I'd say, Planson, looking at the horse.
Planson is basically checking everything he can for a pulse.
Checking for a pulse, it is most definitely dead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything.
Though, perception check?
Here's one.
Yeah,
Oh, I love these.
And you keep rolling twos.
That's not my sheet. And I think I also have an extra bonus, which I didn't put on my sheet. +1. Oh yeah, I have a +1 insight bonus to all skill checks in my favorite terrain. So add 5 to this result.
35.
35.
I'd say you check both of these because they're so close to each other. Both of these,
Yep.
blunt trauma, very easily discernible. Kind of like a focused point of blunt trauma too, not like a large object crashing into them, but just one big force of damage. What else could you say? Looking at the blood, it is not dried.
Very recent. Are the corpses warm?
Slightly.
Okay, so this is very recent, is what I'm picking up.
Apollon, kind of like getting up from being hunched over to look at the body, seems to have come to the same conclusion as you, as he looks over. This place isn't safe to stay in, I think. Whatever's done this is still here, or at least somewhat close, and if it can smell us, it can get us.
I
I have an idea. Well, I can try, how do I say this? I can try to kind of figure out what happened here. It's a bit complex.
I came to my own conclusions, but I'll hear everyone out.
Can you just
Yes.
give me a moment? Caitlin is going to look at the bodies for even a slight amount of biotic material that doesn't belong to these people.
Material.
Specifically,
Right,
of the
you're
creatures.
looking for traces of the creatures.
Correct.
I'd say looking at them. Would it? Let me think. And you're looking at the same body that Apollon is at right now.
Just generally going one by one through them.
Looking at it, you do see akin to how a knife becomes less sharp and dull over time as it's used, with shavings of it, falling off and such, dulling. You do see like very tiny, almost microscopic, but it's still visible, shavings of bone near the wounds.
Caitlin just kind of tries to like lightly dust it off, and she kind of centralizes herself in this location specifically, and pulls out a piece of chalk, and she kind of just starts writing in this like it's like a golden chalk, kind of sparkly. It glimmers as she writes. I'm gonna need just a minute or so if you guys are alright.
I'll share what I think at the very least. Well, judging from the shape of the wound and the bony shavings, I can discern that it might have been the work of the creature we saw earlier, another one of them. The Bone Keeper, as I am to call it. Additionally, I believe this was not a one creature job. I think there's another. As Bone Keepers, what I've observed from them anyways, do prefer cuts and whatnot, drilling, and the drilling causing these cuts. But there was also a lot of blunt trauma, and while Bone Keepers sure can swing their arms like such, it is not their preferred, purpose of combat.
While he speaks, Caitlin focuses, and does a bout of psychometry. Literally tuning into, I guess, I'll say psychic energy in the area. She is trying to kind of get like a vision of the past of what happened. By nature, psychometry lets me analyze an object or location and get small pieces of historical significance from it or of their last owner, which is why she picked the bone. I will roll an appraise check, or I might take 20 actually. Or take 10, sorry. I'll roll. That ain't
Still
good.
see you get some pieces of something.
Nothing.
Trying to use your psychometry
Okay.
on these bone shavings, as they are very small, you're not getting much. But you can like feel the presence of the creature you met before, the Bone Keeper, as Apollon calls it. These bone shavings are definitely from one of those. And you can tell that, as Apollon says, there was most likely something else there, but you can't tell what it is, thanks to the small amount of information you've been given.
Hey, Caitlin.
Yeah.
These guys are mostly using bows. Do you think that means anything? It could be something that was flying.
Maybe.
Jack,
Could just be that that's all they had.
bows in general aren't very effective against the Bone Keeper due to its armored head, and most attacks on the skin will not make it very far or deep in. Yeah.
Hey, Jack. Can I check, like, I guess what, like, how prestigious these guys are to see, like, because if they're relatively prestigious, they've likely had
Right.
decent
You may.
resources.
If you would like to make, I guess appraise would actually work here. Appraise their corpses.
Munachika could also do knowledge.
Oh, nobility.
Nobility.
That works absolutely.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably do that, huh? Yeah, I've got a 6 in that. Hold on, let's...
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
You're unable to really. You may too.
You mind if I also roll?
Munachika. These guys mostly seem like scholars and merchants, likely traveling to or from Lyono for some sort of purpose, though were ambushed on the way. So they had what they had.
Yeah.
So...
So they had choices of melee weaponry, but decided to use bows.
Maybe they didn't want to get close to, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue your investigation,
I'll keep this in
as
mind.
you can continue your investigation, Apollon finally gets away from the body. Well, if we stick around longer than we need to, we're probably gonna get attacked by the things ourselves. So it depends on if we wanna get another meal or if we want to get the hell out of here.
Not very... Before we leave, could we at least
Of course.
pay our respects?
I'm not one for such rituals, but I'll let you do what you do.
Okay. Give me some time.
If it's any help, Planton has a shovel.
I appreciate the help, Planton.
Caitlin, as you are in a state of absolute focus with the psychometry, I suppose, kind of like tuning out the voices around you, you hear rustling. Once again.
Caitlin, as Planton and Isolde are about to go pay their respects and presumably bury the bodies, kind of grabs or taps them each on the shoulder, holding up a finger. I think it's still here.
Okay. Isolde activates light vision. Just get... Let's fact check that. And she scans the surrounding area.
+2 if it's perception.
Oh, it's just like a special vision.
Isolde.
No.
Okay.
And what is the range of this? 60 feet?
Yeah.
60
foot, yeah.
We use a square. Yeah. You sense the presence of two creatures. Besides from yourselves, obviously.
Right, yeah. Alright.
As... and hold on, did I give this thing a token? Surely I did, right? I did, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Which direction would they be in?
You sense that one
either
is
both.
this way, and the other is this way. Up the cliffs, though, the fog makes it hard to see.
Okay. Alright.
Makes it hard to see.
So,
That
I
was-
guess I'll just
Yeah, north
say
and south.
north and south for now.
What's
I
wrong?
assume this... Okay. Alright. Let me pull up the quest. There might be some trouble up north and south behind
So
us
we're too
here.
late to leave?
Yeah, the trouble is approaching pretty quick.
So, all right.
Just
On guard.
no-
I'll make sure the kid's asleep.
Hey, Vespa, we might need you for this.
Alright.
Still donning that armor?
Still in it.
Okay.
It's quite heavy,
Uh,
but it will do.
Alright.
As you guys
That-
kind of like huddle
guess.
close, I suppose, waiting for something, anything to show itself.
Something
Better idea.
better idea.
Oh.
Planston's got a better idea.
Huh?
Now, I don't think we should let them get the jump on us like last time.
What do you have
Let's
in
take
mind?
cover. See if there's any place we can hide. Observe.
Okay. Oh. Sold.
He's gonna like shuffle
Immediately-
back to the caravan.
I'm not one for hiding. But,
Shuffle. Oh.
I'm a guest here. I'll listen to y'all.
Neither am I.
I'm a guest. I'm a
I'd
guest.
much rather not place Kieran in any unnecessary danger. I will wait here, serve as bait if need be.
Sold
I can
hides
understand.
behind this
Paul
rock.
will get in the caravan.
Planston's hiding behind this
And
like
like
what
to-
pile.
You guys hide. Or stay in the open.
Or just stay in the open.
Muna's gonna stick next to
Keep herself here.
I sold.
Wait a minute, I have burrow speed. I could just hide
I'm not a soul.
I'm sorry, I
Hey.
mean Vesta. I'm
Fair enough. Yeah,
And-
no.
I'm sorry.
Good choice. I will be able to protect one person much more efficiently.
If they throw anything at us, I'll cut it out.
All right.
What?
I'll cut from the air.
As you hear
Yeah.
rustling again,
Say that
coming
again.
from over here. Additionally, you hear kind of like a rumbling sort of sound, supposedly from the other creature, but it feels more so like all around you. As you both stand there almost as bait, I suppose. As from the top, and I will, no different music just yet, but from the top, you see this kind of bone keeper creature not jumping you, as in the last encounter you had with one, just slowly like walking up. Each step making a pretty like decently loud thud.
Muna's gonna cast Speak with Animals. And use Voice of Monsters.
Oh.
Can I speak to
This
it?
creature, though it does seem more intelligent than a lot of monsters around Lumen, it doesn't seem to be able to communicate. Its speech mostly relegated to roars and other cries. Alas.
Back off. We don't want to hurt you.
It stares you down with its non-existent eyes. You see its like drill-like sort of hands spinning kind of back and forth. As you hear the rumbling again. Munachika and Veska, I want both of you to make a perception check.
All right.
Hey.
Veska, as you hear the rumbling again, that you had presumed to just be all around you in general, you also feel your feet kind of like vibrate against the floor, the ground, as you realize that it's coming from beneath the ground. Reacting relatively quick, you are able to dodge out of the way. I'm assuming you're trying to protect Munachika as well.
Yeah. So how would it? I guess I would.
As something instantly emerges from the ground, a mud skipper brute, evolved from its predecessors.
I'm gonna say shield.
As you shield ally, yes. As it burrows up from underneath you guys to get the jump on you, you kind of, you describe, how do you protect
I run forward at it and almost bash it to try and hit it with the same amount of force it approaches with.
As it is.
Since I'm right next to Mune, I can already move the brunt of my body weight to
Right.
in front of him. But
Yeah, as you kind of like slam your shield into it, actually sending it backwards slightly, from beneath the ground.
I reckon that this one
No.
can't speak
This
either.
one seems even more unintelligent than the Bonekeeper, in fact.
Damn, you stupid.
I reckon they can.
No, I'm not.
As it is knocked back, you see its head can like twitch as it roars loudly, which signals to the Bonekeeper as well to approach much faster. I would like you guys to roll initiative again. As
Alright,
the others
then.
are about to come out of their hiding spots. And I'll put on the basic battle.
Life is good.
Nice.
Remember, you get that +2 from plants and still, yeah?
Yep. 19. Life is roadblocks.
13.
All right, +2 from Fanson for what again?
Initiative.
Advantageous. Yep, just initiative.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I'm right, GM.
Bro, your initiative is higher than me, and I nat 20.
Sorry.
This is how it. This is how other people must feel when I play Star.
Yeah.
Let me just get...
Oh, Jesus, God. Okay.
And also, if it matters at all, I've got this other fancy little thing.
Alright.
Everybody has +10 movement.
Oh,
in,
sweet.
in line of sight of Planson, you've got +10 base movement.
All right, cool. Mune now has
sweet.
like 80 movement or 70.
A lot.
Probably
Me-
70.
I have 30 movement now.
The Bonekeeper...
Hey, so do I.
The Bonekeeper is
Yeah,
first.
I have 30 movement now.
As it's going to make a charge upon Munachia, who is directing the way. As it does a charge, actually it makes a charge towards Veska. As parts of Brute's charge.
Uh-oh.
Straight movement.
Hey,
No.
does this count as a projectile?
It charges directly towards
God damn
Veska. Munachika, being in its way, you are sort of like knocked to the side. Yeah, like that.
Like here
the first
or
one.
here?
I'd say. I'm sparing you from a terrible fate.
Okay.
As it will drill straight at Veska. However, it whiffs. Was pretty hard.
Whiffs.
As it misses you, having like abruptly been called to attack, it is now Isold's turn.
Oh boy, oh boy.
If you fly
Okay.
up, make sure you stay a little close to me.
I'll try. I'm like on the other side of the caravan, Caitlin.
That's as like you're gonna be in range if you literally move 2 squares up.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Look on my roll.
So it's gonna continue hiding behind the rock, and she tries to like cast a real sneaky spell in there. Same stuff as last time. Really.
Right, savings. On which one?
First. Which
Ooh,
one's
I
in
think
range?
the Bonekeeper
Actually,
beats you.
25. Yeah, let me check. Actually, 60 foot. 30. Oh, that actually wouldn't be in range. Okay.
Oh,
Fuck my life.
you may do something else then.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit closer then. I'll fly over.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna fly over here. That's 35, 50. Yeah, I'm gonna fly like up right above Planson basically. Hey man. It'll be like 30 feet in the air. I think. Diagonal movement. No. Never mind. Who cares?
Now you
Okay, now I cast it.
yeah,
Let's just
that's
stick the rolls I already did.
fine. That will hit against the Bonekeeper as it does a reflex save. That's it. It fails. So it is squalled.
Yep.
Someone can add I'll add a little icon for that. This.
Roll for disbelief as
disbelief
well,
as well.
if you want.
have to, it has to nat 20 to get that.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
fails.
close,
So the
man,
arrow
close.
deals 23 damage. And that is
Uh-huh.
that. Alright.
Oh, or she didn't pop her arrow yet. Oops.
No, not
Is
yet.
that?
Yeah.
Alright, Caitlin, your turn.
Yeah, that's that.
No matter what, I am going to kickstart my heart. The question is whether I can use a hiding right now to just get like an attack against flat-footed, because I think I will do that.
Regardless, morale bonus +2 to attack and damage, +6 to intimidate.
Understood.
Which isn't a morale bonus, that's untouched. I don't think I'm going to do my pronouncement yet. We don't need it.
Okay.
Caitlin is instead going to, let's see, run out of hiding, and as she does, fire a Fire 2 at
Fire
this Bone
2.
Keeper.
Add
it
4 to the
hits.
attack and damage, please. Does that beat touch without
It
dex?
does not have armor. It's,
I'm gonna guess, yeah.
Natural armor. Like, its AC is the same as its touch. Yeah.
Natural
it does
armor
beat,
is still
AC
affected
and-
by
yeah,
touch.
both.
But also, it has no dex, so whatever.
Lose it all.
Reflex save, yes.
It needs to make a reflex save.
Absolutely. Beats it.
Ah!
Good?
Quite nice. Good for me.
I think reflex
Yeah, roll
save's
high. It's a
pretty-
3.
Oh no, just roll
Yeah, it's a
high.
3.
No, it just got lucky.
That's part of the game.
Yep. Okay. I'll expend my fire, Inferno power, and I think, I think yeah. For now, that'll be it. It still takes full damage regardless.
Yeah.
It
It
still
does
takes
still
full
take full damage. I will deduct that.
So yeah, 28 damage,
Understood.
and that'll
It
be
is
all.
Apollon's turn. Apollon, stepping back from his hiding place, will move forwards, first of all, closer to all these, kind of like running up, before abruptly stopping and looking up at Izol. So, you're a flying type. I'll show you
Yeah,
how to
flying
fly.
wind.
You see, like, you see him like just kind of cross his arms.
Oh.
As the cannon kind of like shakes to life, and he fires the cannon while standing up, launching him 80 feet into the air.
Is he making a reference to something?
Is he gonna be okay?
Oh Jesus! Wait, he's way higher than me now.
You hear him like
going
you
80
hear him
feet.
like yell like in excitement, as he's now 80 feet in the air, or he's traveling. And as he does, it is Mune's turn.
That's all he does on his turn.
Huh.
Bro's a dragoon.
Is someone gonna catch him?
Up there, man. Apollon. Who's catching him?
I got this.
Mune's gonna get up. He'll spend his move action to get up. He doesn't activate. No, he activates haste and his damage thing, or like Bushido pool. He's gonna make one attack at full baby. Because this thing likes to charge, he's gonna target the vitals. And can I get a bonus to this because I've studied the
absolutely.
organs
You walked
of
away
a
while
bone
you
keeper?
were assuming you were looking at it. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna target
my
the
God.
kidney.
Oh Jesus! Why have you guys been rolling?
Oh
so
Jesus!
Good? You guys been rolling
Minus
so good.
2 kidneys.
It's mostly Mune.
Critical called shot.
It's all skill.
A critical hit deals 1d4 points of constitution damage. In addition, the target is nauseated for
Can I
1d4
get
rounds
status
and sickened
effects
for
on
1d6 minutes. A
Yeah,
successful fortitude saving throw negates the nausea condition. While the target is sickened from the blow, it cannot run or charge.
It fails fortitude save, so it's both nauseated and sickened.
I'm
Someone
thinking-
send me those both.
Kirby.
So,
I sure can.
4.
50. Is it?
I rolled them
54
for you because I hate you. Or you can roll them yourself.
It's 50.
4 con damage is great, actually.
before.
One.
Just crit doubles.
It's not just rounds. Gemini stated minutes.
Yeah, minutes for second. Sorry, minutes for second, rounds for nauseating.
2
So
minutes of
effectively,
being
just
second.
multiply it by 10.
I also take 4 con damage apparently, so they have fun.
Yeah, so a chunk of its HP is gone now, by the way.
Indeed.
I fucking tore out an organ.
Okay, that's second. Nauseated's even worse.
Oh, it's
Let's see,
terrible.
let's see nauseated.
Portion of its HP.
Nauseated creatures are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on
Right.
spells, or do anything else requiring attention. The only action such a character
Oh
can
boy.
take is a single move action per turn. This thing is out of the game.
Okay.
That's fun.
You guys have fun wailing on that.
Yeah, Mooney
Yeah.
like sheaths his sword again, like after like admiring his work.
All right.
That is the end of his turn.
Ryoshu.
Let's in. Jack, do you remember earlier I GM rolled it because I didn't want to interrupt the scene, but I used Wintersmith. Yes.
Or look it off again. Look at it again.
I can. Basically, it allows me to create an ice weapon, any weapon of my choice, and I used it to create a type of spear. Throwing a weapon is a standard
yeah,
action.
I'd say
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Okay. I'll 5 foot. No, I'll move action. Just try and move underneath Apollo where I think he is. While running up to this position, I'll toss this ice, this pylon. That's what I made at the Bone Keeper. I don't think it'll hit, but
You throw it.
I'll throw it.
It does not hit, sadly. That is very cool, though.
Okay. That's fine.
I didn't want it in anyway.
Didn't want that
This
anyway.
is my favorite reserve.
And then I'm going to hold on to my immediate action for when Apollo was dropped at least like 40 feet or maybe close to the ground.
Be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
Veska.
Standard action on a Mudskirper Brute, Intimidate.
You intimidate it. It is not of very high intelligence, though it does have the animal instinct of fight or flight and such. Or, like, you get it. Were you doing intimidate for a specific reason? Or
Yeah.
Are you
Make
doing
myself seem to be
intimidate
the
for a
biggest
specific,
threat.
like, feat, or are you just trying to intimidate it?
Oh, right. Yeah, I need to. Right.
Oh, you're antagonizing.
Where is it? Antagonize. Cool.
So,
Yeah.
you kind of, like, intimidate it, or describe to me what you do.
I'm going to try and spread myself out to get the most surface area from its perspective possible. That way I seem more like a bigger threat. So I'm going to take a wider stance and whatnot.
As it glares
Wider
at
stance
you,
and whatnot.
making clear that you are now its intended target. Will that be all?
Alright. Defensive stance activate. And I guess I should put a marker for that or something. So I don't forget. Where's the shield? Is there no shield? This'll do. I use my standard. My move will be probably... Yeah, let's use Blast Shield on myself. So, +4 AC.
Okay.
-2 magic ammo.
Understood.
And we're good.
It is now the Mudskipper Brute's turn. As it will 5 foot step towards you, just kind of like stepping towards you, as it throws 2 punches. Oh wow, roll high. Pardon?
Both of those
Yeah.
blocked
It
very thoroughly.
Like slams both of its fists into your shield as it just does not move. It's anchored into the floor. The second hit, in fact, making it kind of like stagger back in pain as it hurts his fist on the shield. I will let that be everything for the Mudskipper Brute. Move on to the Bonekeeper, who can't really do much, as he like slowly like steps backwards in pain. I say that would provoke.
Yes, I'm going
Very
to.
fancy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do one more called shot.
Your
I'm not
previous
sure if I
called
can do
shot,
that actually.
Like, did bring it under half. Yes.
Oh, wait, really? That's even worse for it. Let me go over. That is a debilitating blow. Deals 1d6 points of Constitution drain. Nauseates the target for 1d4 round. Okay, let me just paste this.
It
Yep.
was it in my
Yeah,
AOE
reach
or my
was
area?
Here. Or wait, was it here or here? I believe it was here. Yeah, it was in range. Yeah.
That was in range.
It was there. Cool.
Yeah.
Shield bash with a +3, I guess. I think that's Caitlyn's buff plus my defensive stance buff. Wait, no, it'd be +4. Wait,
well,
no.
with attack bonuses, I
Just
believe
+2.
the
Oh
attack
my god,
bonuses
I'm losing
with
it.
Right? It's
Okay.
Yeah, then it
+2.
beats it, yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not sure if called
blow.
shots can be used with attack of opportunities.
They cannot.
Okay, so he's just gonna do a normal attack.
So roll a d6
A-
Constitution.
As you slash at it.
By the way, we can use this same rules from last time, just
Right.
like 4 Constitution drain, 3 rounds of
Do any of
nauseate.
the buffs
I'd say just
have
double the
two
second.
damage, or is it only attack?
It's only
Caitlyn, you had
it's only like attack.
Oh.
2 damage
then
from me.
Munich, with this final slash, how would you like to kill?
All right.
Okay, shit, damn. He's gonna like, yeah. He's gonna continue striking where he injured the or disemboweled it.
Yes.
He did disembowel it, by the way, and just cut it
Cut
down,
just
down the middle.
like split open. As it stumbles back slightly and falls with a heavy thud back to the floor. Dead.
Yeah, he reshapes his blade.
It is now Isolde's turn. Back to you.
Back to me.
Very
All right.
quickly and professionally dispatched.
I think. Okay. I'm just gonna do the same thing, really.
That does, with the bonus, still does not hit.
Fancy.
Or, wait, hold on, wait, hold on.
Oh, that's a shame.
I forgot, that's with
Oh, that's without the bonus. Sorry.
The Mudskipper had a... Oh. Sorry, meets a...
Oh, I didn't declare my target, right? Oh,
Well, there is only one target. The other one's dead.
right. Okay. Yeah, but what if I want to kill the dead person more?
Kill it harder.
Okay.
Kill it harder.
What if you want to ultra kill them?
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's a verb. Wait, I should have a debuff for this. Hold on, I just remembered. What's it? Tychi? Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. 30 feet. No, it's outside 30 feet.
You can 5 foot.
No, that's. I'd rather not be 5-footing towards it.
5 foot away.
No, my position is perfect actually, so I'll just stay
so
here
it's the same
and
arrow.
attack it.
That does hit. As it...
Yep. Awesome.
Oh wait, you take a
Hold
minus
on.
2?
I don't. It's this guy is 35 foot away from me, so the dead one.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
I'm
that
okay.
does in fact hit. I will roll the HP. Okay. As your attack hits it. Will that be everything?
Awesome.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roll for Scald.
1 second.
In disbelief.
It's reflex and a will. Both.
Uh huh.
So it is.
Yeah,
Scald.
okay.
I will put that in the thing. Scald. There we go. It is now Caitlyn's turn.
I mean, she started blasting, right?
Right.
Oh my.
So that's
that does
a
hit, yeah.
20 to touch.
And it's a plus
Okay.
3 to damage, right?
Or sorry, it's 16 to
Okay.
touch. I've already got it
Still,
factored
but
in.
it still hits. It still hits, yeah.
Does it hit? Okay.
30 damage.
30 damage.
Oh, is that the only one? Okay.
Reflex save.
Yes, I will.
Please make a reflex save.
Reflex save. You does not succeed.
That fails.
You are inflicted with static. And then as a swift action. Could I,
You may.
Did I get a
Oh, wow,
reflex?
that's interesting. Failed. 41.
You take the
Oh my
41.
God. That is very nice. Good job. As you deal 71 damage. Just slinging
It's like a
lightning at
bajillion
this thing,
damage.
basically.
The
fix-
static
okay,
effect is
yeah.
removed
Arrow.
as it detonates.
Caitlyn just like hurls a thunderbolt at it, and it literally like catches like a fucking rope, and she just sends a large like ball lightning down the rope into it.
Yeah, it's staggering as it's being hit like a bunch by everyone around it. And that will be your turn. Right.
That will end
hitting him
Caitlyn's
from the skies as he reaches his max altitude. You then also hear a loud yelling noise as Apollon comes crashing down from the air. No! Blanson, no!
I want him to hurt himself.
Blanson, no, Blanson!
It cuts the falling speed to 60 feet per round.
But he was
The fucking
gonna kill
ruins
it.
his plans.
no.
Okay, you still can.
The
Just
force
like-
is gone.
Sorry.
The force is
I
gone.
let you fall a little bit.
The force is gone, Blanson. The force is gone. Cannon Karita dive.
Oh well.
Cannon Karita dive.
Oh,
Spontaneous
well.
concussion. So that's an 80 feet. So plus 1d12 plus 1d12 plus 1d12 plus 1d12 plus 1d12.
Well, it's reduced,
Fuck
you know, it's reduced.
1d all of them. Well, pretty bad actually.
Look what he has
Only
to
you
do
were
to
falling
mimic a
faster than
fraction of
that.
my power.
As it just kind of like slams.
I'm not
As it
gonna let
tries
you
to,
hurt
that's
yourself.
what it would have done if it succeeded. However, Planson lets him fall a bit safely. Is he?
Gosh darn, Planson.
It's only a safe fall. It's not like complete like dinky little floating
He, like,
down to the
sways
ground.
like a feather.
No.
Yeah, as he slams into it, then in that case still, but you know, a little safer. That would be 28 damage. As he then lands on the floor. Oh, a bit slower. It's a way bit slower. Usually faster, usually more powerful. As it is Mune's turn.
Alright. Mune can't full attack here, so he's just gonna run up.
No.
You already know. You already know what's going.
No.
You already know what's gonna happen. Okay, guys, name a body part. Let's do this.
Heart,
Ball sack.
Why?
That would be vitals again.
Eyes.
heart.
Let's do heart.
Would you
That's
know what its
minus
heart
10.
is?
Wish me luck. If I crit,
Good question.
good question.
This is a far more familiar creature to Lumen, all things considered. How?
Let's look at heart.
It is also
Optionally
humanoid,
chop its
so
head
it is-
off.
You can guess. But are you gonna guess? True.
That's what the minus 10 is for, you
Roll
know.
if you like.
Heart or head, guys? What do you think?
Head.
Coin toss.
All right.
Heads or tails?
Head.
Heads.
That hits.
Head. Let's see. What does head do? Deal to the head does leaves the target sticking for 1d4 rounds. So let me 2 rounds at a second.
Oh boy.
Task if it
Uh,
matters.
Pretty bad,
How's
I'd
its health
say.
doing?
Yeah.
It staggers back again as you cut it straight in the head. Pretty like large slash across it. Parts of its, you know, like the coral like formation thing, like that its head is made up of, like pieces of it being sliced off.
I think Munachika just like climbed up and like pommel striked it to second it.
It would hurt a lot.
Which would hurt a lot.
Bledson.
Alright.
Bledson,
What's on?
Bledson, what are you doing?
You got a plan, son.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. There's not much for me to do here, actually. I actually have a great idea. Did you know that Wintersmith is a move action? Did you know that throwing a weapon is a standard action?
You chuck it. Like pierces.
Yeah.
Pierces the chest.
Really like tilts his head so the ice pillar can just like go through.
Yeah, you throw it as it pierces straight for the chest. As the creature roars.
It's basically a short spear,
Very cool.
but completely
Is
made
that
of
all?
ice. Yeah, I don't
It
really
seems
have
very injured
swift
really,
actions.
from all the beating it's gone. Veska.
I believe you.
Hello. Yes, I will. Let's take one off the defensive stance. Immediate, can't do anything. Free, can't do anything. Move. I'd rather not do anything.
I'll have you know.
No, move. I can use Bulwark.
The Bonekeeper, the Brute has -2 on saving throws.
I don't think I have anything that uses saving throws, to be honest.
Okay.
You want to see something? Okay, sure. Let's use that. And also Bulwark. So that's, hold on. Total, that is a plus, what, my wisdom modifier, +5 to myself and adjacent AC. And then for my standard, I'm going to shoot it in the face.
You do not hit.
Nice.
No,
Oh.
wait, I have a +2.
Nice.
Oh.
No.
No,
Even against touch?
13 against touch does not hit.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Oh, well, now I've got 8
You-
shells left, so...
Have you taken a 5-foot by the way?
I used my move, but no, I have not.
Well, I would recommend
Okay.
having move
Alas.
here-ish.
And Gemini, can you remind me what second, which one second one's?
The power of flanking.
Oh, right.
-2 on about everything.
As the Mudskipper Brute, very damaged, like pieces of it falling off. You slashed it a bit. It's just gonna wind its hand back, kind of like shakily, as it strikes directly at Mune.
Shield block.
14 versus touch does
As
not
it
hit.
slams into the shield, very hard, which hurts a lot. It is now Isolde's turn.
Yep.
Back to you.
Oh, back to me. Oh boy.
Yeah, I couldn't-
Wanna guess what I do?
This is insane. I'm so excited to see what happens.
Shield block. It'd be more like shield ally. Hold on, what's shield ally? Whatever.
Yeah,
Keep
right.
Oh, that's insane!
Oh, right, that's no, wait, hold on, I have to move.
Oh.
I have to 5-foot before that.
Brute also gets a -2 on those saves.
Yep. I think that's just a flat 19. No buffs to attack. And +2 to a damage.
Alright. Isolde, how would you like to kill?
Oh, okay. As I'm casting the spell, I'm doing a little blasty attack of wound. I it would imagine its body just gets shredded
Yeah,
by like multiple
as the
slices
force
of
the
wind.
wind, you are fleeing at it. Please don't kill it. Okay, it's crying. Look, it's crying. You can't
Wind.
kill it. It's crying.
Please don't kill me.
Are you really gonna kill it?
Am I really gonna do that?
Ugh.
Please say life.
It still hesitates a bit before casting the spell.
Yeah, as the cyclone of wind
Eh.
circles it, slashing it
Yep.
through its body. 7.3.
Evil.
You did it.
As
What do you mean
it goes over
7.3?
and dies.
Damn.
You see Apollon after landing
So
on
sorry.
the floor, kind of like wiping the sweat from his brow. That was a good hunt. Ugh. Well, if it states any of your wills, we've avenged some of them. Most of them. You see him kind of like slowly walk towards the caravan. Not sure if we're gonna make dinner out of these, or if we... not sure if we have time.
And
I think
rather,
we've got another job to do.
Besides, you
Yeah.
don't want to eat the mud skippers. I'd assume the same for the mud skipper brutes as well. Wouldn't try. They're
Wouldn't
mostly
try.
disease ridden. I mean, they're zombies. I know a lot about these beasts, quite frankly. I study them quite often. Mud skippers themselves are created from the effects of a nautilodont on a dead body, so they're corpses, zombies, all things considered. Don't eat them.
Renee's gonna lug the upper half of this road keeper to the caravan.
What does
So-
confuse me, though, is that these two were working together. I mean, not that
Oh.
they
Wait.
couldn't, but... Well, the Mudskipper brutes are both from the surface and from the depths. And, well, this Bonekeeper, it's from below. I sincerely doubt they'd ever get along, even considering the fact that the Bonekeeper is far more intelligent than the Mudskipper. This leads me to believe that there are properties about parasols that I have yet learnt. Perhaps there's some way it alters the way these creatures act in order to make them more susceptible to teamwork. Regardless, I will write it down in my journal and learn more later.
May I look at your journal? You appear
Sure.
to be quite the scholarly
I'll show
type.
you on the way back to Lyono. I have a bit about creatures written down. As
Alright.
he wanders back to the caravan, I assume most of the others do so, too. Though, if you would like to do anything special before we leave, you may.
I just want to say, it's been
Lyric
2
is
weeks
still
and Lyric
sick.
is still sick.
He's down with the
Suddenly,
flu.
someone-
Leave him alone.
The caravan got stuck in
No,
the
such-
snow, but
such-
someone who eerily looks like Lyric pushes the caravan forwards. I wonder what this could mean.
The fuck?
Lyric decided that after that moment he would wear that hairstyle for the rest of his life.
Oh man. Alright, Planson. Let's bury the bodies. I don't want to see this any longer.
Burying the bodies
Yes.
takes a little bit. Is a
I think Mune would light a incense before he goes back to the caravan.
Planson, Isolde, you bury the bodies to the best of your abilities. Does Caitlyn join in, or what is she doing? Caitlyn walks by.
She's just walking by.
Caitlin, I'd appreciate your divine prayers right now.
Oh, yeah, I can bless with burials if you want.
Thank you.
As such a rite proceeds.
Oh, did I?
Or
Caitlyn kind of takes her that golden chalk out, and it said scrapes gold scratchings off of it, and she kind of sprinkles them along each burial site, and says a prayer.
as this rite comes to pass and ceases, you get the caravan up and running again. It's a bit chillier. It's been a bit chilly for a few weeks now, 2 weeks, since part of it is kind of caved in, but it's manageable. As you get the caravan running, as you can continue your way onwards towards the City of Flames. 1 week remaining on your travels, you feel as though you are very close. And well, remains to be seen what you will find in terms of adventure and information. Especially information.
And food.
And that, I say, will be the end of this session of Edenkites Call.
Okay.
Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, stream.